Welcome back to the Born Blondes podcast. I'm Aubrey.
And I'm Randa. Thanks for joining.
Pretty sure I said podcast, but we're gonna go with it.
Fuck. New edition of podcast. Are we gonna show our bodies and start working out? Is this gonna be kind of exercise?
No. Anyway,
This is a podcast, guys.
this is a podcast. Don't know what a podcast is, but that's not here.
That was good.
So I don't know if you can tell by the video, but there's another beautiful body here. We're squished in like sardines.
And I am not blonde.
And he is not blonde. But he is Ricky, my significant other.
Woohoo! We need one of those little like buttons that does like
The audience?
sounds. Yeah, the audience or like the boo.
Why are we booing?
No, just like if you say
Boo,
something
Ricky.
stupid.
Soundboard.
I
That's
wasn't
what that's
saying
called.
boo. Oh,
It
is
is what
that?
it's called.
It's a soundboard.
Okay, that would make sense. No, I wasn't saying boo Ricky. I was just saying like when you say something stupid, I could be like boo.
Meh.
Or the wah wah. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
So
fantastic.
for our viewers on YouTube, yes, we have someone here. Why is he here, Aubrey?
Well, I called him. He came back. Just kidding.
She dragged me from her house.
We don't need this.
I
By my
dragged
leg.
him by the earlobe into the car. No, kidding.
He's here against his will.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's here out of love.
Yep.
The silence.
Yep.
The silence speaks so loud.
We're gonna talk paranormal today, and
Dun dun dun. No?
he's
Okay.
the one for it. I don't know if that's something you want to describe or talk about, or you just the fact that
Oh, I
you
know.
know a whole lot of it.
When did you start?
Seeing shadows.
Yes. Or feelings or hearing, whatever. What age were you? How did this start?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I think I was just born with it.
Oh,
Well, it runs in his family.
Okay. You have
Which,
to, like,
hold on, let me excuse myself.
I just feel like I'm like way over here and all they can see is the top
Let
of my
me
head.
excuse myself out of this conversation.
Could you leave?
Yeah. I'm just
All right, so
go
you
now.
were born with it.
Mm.
What is the earliest memory you have? Like what happened, if you remember?
Earliest memory I had, I think I was in 6th grade.
Okay. So 6th grade, you're like 12, right? Usually? Are you usually 12?
I got held back.
10, 11.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you were older, weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
13, 14.
Sorry to put you on the spot there.
I told him we weren't going to drill him with a bunch of questions.
And here we are.
Here we are.
You didn't tell me that. I did not receive this memo.
I was like, Randa's going to be the one with questions.
I'm curious.
Ask away.
So I feel like we have to like get like the little bit of the backstory before we can just jump into the nitty gritty. Excuse me.
The nitty-gritty.
It's more so that I started seeing more and more as I got older.
Okay.
And it definitely runs in the family. Like, we've already run into issues with Hope.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She probably won't remember those.
Probably not, but
That's crazy.
we do run into issues.
Right. So
I mean, you have stories from younger from your mom, don't you?
Off the top of my head, I can't tell you.
I know she's got some, though.
You know.
you were supposed to come prepared. I'm kidding.
Yeah, on the car ride here. Like,
On the 10-minute car drive over, you were supposed to be thinking.
kidding. I'm joking. All right. So you were in 6th grade.
I was riding my skateboard to school and went over the bridge and just glanced over. Mm-hmm. And I seen this little girl Mind you, this is a river.
Oh.
And just stopped for a second and looked, and I was confused, like, what are you doing?
What time of year?
So on
is
your
this?
way to school is like in the
It was
morning.
actually during October.
So the water's cold.
Yeah.
And it's
Got
early
it.
in the morning because you're on your way to
Yeah,
school.
dark out.
Okay,
Nice.
right out the jump, that's sketchy. Do not go near that little girl.
But, and seeing her walking towards me, and obviously she can't get me. She's down there, if it was a real person.
Mm-hmm.
She's down there, and I'm way up there.
Right.
And just watched her as she walked. And then disappeared. I'm like, nice. So I went to school, and after school I went back home and looked up drowning victims.
As one does.
As any normal
Well, that's what
child.
made sense to me.
Right.
So I found her picture,
You actually found the little girl.
found the little girl,
Sorry.
drowned in that river, years ago.
Right.
I'm talking early 1900s.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Do you, just because you're speaking of little kids, do you remember the story that your sister told us about the bridge and the bus?
Yes!
I don't know why you gotta yell at me like
Yes!
Do you want to tell it?
We can
Do
later.
it, okay?
Oh my god. I totally forgot all about that. Were you there?
When she told us, yes.
But were you there when my sister actually took
No.
me to the bridge
No.
with her friend?
Fuck no. She told us the story, and then you were like, I want to go.
And we did.
I did not.
I don't remember what happened. A little
I
bit.
did not go.
But we could save that for if we have time at the end. We can explain that one. But Ricky's the guest. Continue.
Well, that's pretty much it for that one. And just slowly got worse and worse
Okay.
as I grew up.
So that was your first that you remember. Yes.
Memory, yeah.
Encounter. Is there one? I'm sure there's a lot in
There's
between.
a lot recent, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure we've had several guests in the house. I know the first one was it the guy by the front door?
I'm assuming it was a guy just by the shape of the shadow and
Right, but that was the first
one in the house.
one in the house.
And then
Which I'm pretty sure he was there before Ricky, because I would be doing the dishes and would have an overwhelming feeling that I was being watched.
yeah, he liked to stand
Gives me
by.
the EBGBs.
He liked to stand by the door. He liked
Yes.
to stand at the bottom of the steps where which is a straight shot to
Right.
the sink.
The sink.
Dude.
Yeah. And it was nothing harmful.
Did you feel scared or you just felt like someone was watching?
I just felt like someone was
Uneasy.
watching. Yeah,
Yeah.
very uneasy. But then, once he started coming around, I don't know if he was feeding off, energy or something, but every once in a while, I would feel footsteps behind me.
That's so weird.
I know, if he were to walk up behind me, I can feel it, through the floor, the vibrations.
Right.
Every once in a while, I would feel footprints behind, or, footsteps behind me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he was
So
there for a little
weird.
while.
And then I also feel like Pepper's original owner visited, just because it was
Well, that's when
it was like a purple bluish mist.
I didn't realize you were talking about that. Hope had a visitor 2 nights in a row in her room.
Oh.
And we don't know who or what it was, but we have a suspicion that it was Pepper's old owner.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I forgot about the mist. That came through our bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Almost in through the window.
Did you see it?
Mm-mm.
Have you seen...
It was one of those things that I caught it, because I wasn't
corner.
even looking that direction.
Okay.
I caught it, and then I looked over, and then I seen it, and as it dissipated.
But we can tell a fun story that happened recently where I was there. We had gone up north, And it's the first time that I was back to my grandma's house
Mm-hmm.
After she had passed.
Oh, yep.
And
Ricky's like, I know where this is going.
well, he scared the shit out of me at first because we had been hanging out all day long, spending time with my grandpa, and then like where we hang out and where we sleep is kind of two different like buildings. Like they have a double. It's a double. Well, it's a double wide house
Okay.
or trailer, and that's got like all the rooms and stuff, and that's typically where the guests sleep because they have like a barn, garage, shed area, and half of it's been turned into like a living space.
Oh, that sounds kind of really nice.
It's awesome.
Nice. It
Yeah.
looks nice.
So that's my grandpa and grandma always slept out there.
Okay.
So the house was always for the guests, and they
Yeah.
always slept in they call it the outhouse or the barn.
Yeah.
One of the two.
It's kind of nice.
But we had gone inside, and we were going to the water park the next day. So I was just trying to like rearrange our bags because I didn't know if we would be able to get into our room. So I was trying to pack like a separate bag just for the water park, what we would need for the water park. And Ricky goes, "Your grandma's here." And I stopped what I was doing and went, "What?"
Come again?
Like, it took me a second. It caught me very off guard because
Yeah.
yes, it's been well past a year, but like not well past a year, but it's been over a year, but it was still like
Fresh.
there's times where it doesn't quite sink in just yet.
Right.
Like part of me was still waiting for her to just walk through the door. So he
Right.
said that and I was like, "What?" Like it took me a second.
Right.
Well, then he's like, "Your grandma's here, like I saw her earlier." And I was like, "Okay, like that's really cool." Well, then they don't have like TVs or anything up there, so he let Hope fall asleep watching his phone.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up in the middle of the night to him out of the room going, "Who are you talking to?"
Oh.
Well, as soon as I heard that, I'm awake going,
What the fuck?
"What?"
Oh my god.
Like, I don't know if you can take this part.
Yeah, I just went to the bathroom and I just overheard Hope talking and I looked at her and I'm like, "Who are you talking to?" And then she wakes up. Huh? I'm like, "Who are you talking to? The lady?"
I thought she said her.
Oh, her.
I don't know if she pointed, but I know she said her.
I don't remember her pointing. But
Regardless.
lady, her, whatever, it was female.
Something. Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like, who the fuck is in here?
Did someone sneak in the middle of the night? What's going
Right.
on?
I mean, the door's unlocked.
Right.
But
It's in the
way
middle
out
of
in the
nowhere.
country and
That's where they get you guys. You've never seen scary movies?
oh,
If it's unlocked, most of the serial killers are going to come in because you're inviting them in.
I'm the scariest person you'll ever meet, so it doesn't matter.
We already invited him in, damn it.
He's like, I'm the scariest one here.
But yeah, I'm looking around and I'm just all confused and I'm like, "Who are you talking to?" And she's like, "What?
What?
You alright? Uh-huh." Alright, go back to bed.
Well, and he had said, like, "Who are you talking to?" Like, once she like fully woke up and she was like, "I don't know, Dad, I guess I'm talking in my sleep."
Does this stuff like ever scare you? Like, were you ever scared at one
Yes.
point? Yeah.
It still gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I am an outsider and I'm like, what the? No.
The first time I was ever possessed.
Come again.
So,
Now and explain.
the first time that
We should probably preface this with his mom is very into, like, when I say it runs in the family, like it runs in the family. His grandma has is it a little kid? The kid that got hit.
Yep.
So
There's
there's
a
a
kid that
little
got hit.
kid that got hit in the street, like just outside of her house, that still is
I'm
around
not
her
sure,
house.
but I believe that little kid used to live in that house that they're currently living.
Okay.
I'm
But
not
he's
100% sure.
regardless, he's still
Okay.
around the house, so she sees him, and then is it all of your uncles or most of your uncles?
As far as I know, it's just one of my uncles.
On your mom's side?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we're all into it except for one uncle. he wants nothing to do with it. So,
Is it because he doesn't believe it, or
it's
he
not
just...
that he doesn't believe it. It's he doesn't want to mess with something that he doesn't know anything about.
I could understand that. That would be me.
Which it can be dangerous.
Absolutely.
And like I said, I was possessed once.
Okay.
It wasn't complete, full possess. I don't know.
Something.
And his mom's the one that figured it out fully.
Oh.
That's
What?
why I brought up his mom.
Okay.
No, the first time that I was at, no,
I
that's
thought you were-
different. That's different
Okay.
time.
I take that back.
That wasn't a full possession.
Wait.
The possession I had where it took over my actions.
Got it.
Like, we were in a car.
Wait,
and-
this happened to you more than once?
Oh yeah.
What the
I think the second time it was more of just an attachment
Okay.
versus a
Is
possession.
that the one where your mom
Yes.
found you? Okay. He was
We
sleeping
might
on...
have to do like a part 1, part 2 of this shit,
That's
because this
fine.
is interesting. Continue.
But the first time it's ever happened, we were in a car.
Hold on. How old were you?
17.
Okay, sorry to keep cutting you off. I just need these
I
details.
think I was
I
17.
need the deets.
17. Okay, in a car.
We were heading to our friend's house.
Fuck off.
Anyway, we're heading back to our friend's house, and they lived out in bumfuck nowhere.
Okay.
So I started feeling sick. I didn't eat anything, so I was like, maybe it's because I haven't eaten. And
He did.
and then I asked to stop the car.
Sorry.
From when I asked to stop the car to when we got to the house, black.
Wow.
The only reason why I know what happened is because I was told once I came to, was like, you did this, and you did this. What the hell is going on?
So, you used to drink, right?
Yep.
Okay. Could you correspond this from like when people are like so drunk that they black out and they wake up the next morning and people tell them like what they did, like they forget? Is it kind of like that, or is it like different?
I've only ever been blackout drunk one time, so
Okay.
I wouldn't think that it would match up because
Okay.
it was maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Oh.
Like it got. I literally asked to stop the car.
Okay.
I stepped out to what I thought was to throw up.
Oh.
As soon as I stepped out of the car, shut the door, I started walking.
Just gonna walk now.
And
Okay.
and they were looking.
This spirit, whoever possessed you, wanted to get some exercise.
Right.
He's like, fuck
Well-
the car.
Oh, just wait. Just wait. And
All of a sudden he started right now.
mind you,
That's what I was.
mind you,
Sorry.
everything that happens to me, I try to figure out why it happened. What is this thing? Just because it's me.
Okay.
But anyway, I get out of the car and I start walking. At this point, I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I can hear my name, but it's all black. And then I'm saying, they're running up to me and say, hey, let's get back in the car. And I say, I gotta find her.
Oh.
I gotta find her, I gotta find her, I gotta find her. Who do you gotta find?
Yeah.
And I just kept saying it. And then I went from this one, I don't know exactly where, and I turned and started walking towards the woods.
That's fucking creepy.
Was this in the middle of the day or was it
At
dark?
night.
Oh, that's great. I
This
wouldn't be
is-
following
this-
you. I'd be like, you know what? We'll find him tomorrow.
Ricky's on his own.
It was right at midnight.
That's
Or around
creepy.
midnight. But I turned to start heading towards the woods, and this is when they grabbed me.
Yeah.
Said, no, you're getting in the car.
Good friends, good friends.
Unlike me.
They know what happened there.
Oh,
They have an idea of what's going on.
okay.
They know what happened.
The fuck are you doing?
His arm was in my
I'm
face.
gonna treat you like a
Felt
bird.
the need to bite it.
But
Sorry.
Treat you like a bird.
but anyway,
Going swimmingly, you guys.
Sorry.
but anyway, they grabbed me and they threw me in the car.
Okay.
We get to her house and
Your friend's house?
Well, friends.
Whoever
friend's
her
house.
was. No, I'm just kidding.
okay,
I'm
okay,
just
okay.
kidding.
Fuck off.
We get to her house and I'm pissed. Don't know why I'm pissed.
Still blacked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know why I'm pissed. Punched the hood of a van. Mind you, this is not like a van nowadays. This is an old school heavy metal van.
Yeah.
Heavy metal band.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But
I'm just on one today. You're gonna have to excuse me.
You're fucking.
but this is
Sorry.
but this is a really heavy duty van,
Okay.
and I left a huge ass dent in the hood, and this is where it curved, like top of the van, and it was like where it bent.
Okay.
And then
Where it started going into the grill.
Yep. And left a huge dent in it, and they hurry up, got me inside, and trying to get me to come back.
Mm-hmm.
And they finally got me to where I'm like, what's going on?
Somewhat coherent. Yeah.
Yeah, because I felt like my eyes were closed the whole time. So, felt like I opened my eyes, and I'm inside the house, and I'm like,
How did I get here?
yeah, what happened?
Yeah.
I thought I had to puke.
And I was late. That's all I remembered was stepping out of the car.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's crazy.
And they're like, you said you needed to find her, and that's all you said, and we put you in the car, you started crying because we put you in the car and you had to find her, and we got back to the house and you punched my dad's van.
Oh.
I was like, what? And I looked at my knuckles are all
Oh
bloody.
no. You're like, oh yeah, I see that now.
I was like, nice. And then I heard the story. There was a man who actually killed his daughter in the creek.
That just gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Like immediately.
Yeah, in the creek that I was heading to.
Okay.
I don't know what happened from there, but that's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
Is the story about the man that killed his daughter in the creek.
Okay.
Like, just drowned her. But I had to find her. So I don't know if it was him.
Right.
I don't know if it was...
How long ago did it happen?
I was 17.
No,
No,
the guy who
the
killed
guy.
his daughter.
I didn't do a whole bunch of...
Like research.
Like,
Research on
I'm
that.
curious if it was the mom.
And it might have been. Maybe she was a victim too.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just trying to find her daughter at that point. But I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is that event happened there, and that's where I was walking.
Like, yeah. That's crazy. Have you ever seen the show Supernatural?
No.
I feel like you would like it. Actually, I take that back. I feel like you would judge the shit out of it.
I don't know. I like Ghost Whisperer.
No, I mean, because, like, I feel like they would... How they do things, I feel like you would be like, well, that's not how you do it. Or that's not right.
I mean, I'm open to learn new things.
That's
but
true.
Supernatural is... I'm assuming it's all scripted.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Actually, there's some... I want to say there's some stories in there that are true, I want to say.
a lot of everything nowadays when they say it's true, it's like the truth but twisted a little bit.
Absolutely. That's how they get you.
It's the truth, but let's make it a drama.
Yeah. Let's make it interesting so people want to watch it and, like, put some fake shit in there. Okay. So that was one of the times. Do you want to say another time that you were possessed or whatever the terminology is there?
When my mom, I don't know if it's possession. I think it was more of an attachment.
Which is what? What's attachment
It's
versus
kind of
possession?
it's kind of like a possession type deal.
Okay.
It's basically like you're walking around with a little person on your back all the time. That's the way I see it.
Sorry, that analogy. That's funny.
That's the way I see it.
He can continue.
I'm trying to figure out what our time is. Let's take a quick pause.
And action.
We were talking about attachment versus possession.
That's the way I see it. It's basically you always got something with you.
Okay.
But I used to live from here. It'd be about 4 hours south,
Okay.
almost to the Indiana line.
Okay.
Anyway, I was sleeping in my bed, and I woke up, couldn't move. Like sleep paralysis.
God, that's terrifying.
And as I'm looking around, I got shadow just surrounding me.
I'm sorry.
And
I would shit my fucking
Like,
pants.
can't
Did you
breathe.
shit yourself?
no.
Did you shit yourself?
I was more of trying
Sorry.
to figure out what's going on. Yes, I was a little scared, but
A little?
I was more confused than I was scared. Just because I didn't know what was going on. It was dark in the room. I didn't know if there were actual people like circling.
Right.
Like, what happened? Am I in a hospital bed? Like, what's going on?
Am I in a coma? What is happening?
But I couldn't move, and then all of a sudden I can't breathe. That's when it got scary. So, and then I felt two hands on my neck. Hence the reason why I don't like my neck touched. But eventually it stopped.
How long do you think that happened for?
In the moment,
Probably like years.
yeah,
It
in the
felt
moment
like.
it felt like forever.
Okay, but
it
probably like a minute or
couple of minutes at the most.
Yeah.
Or maybe a minute. Maybe it wasn't even that. It just
Yeah, maybe it
felt
was
like
less- yeah.
it just
I get
felt like
that.
it was forever. But eventually I ended up moving back home because of certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I just moved back to my mom's house, and she's saging the house. I'm sleeping on the couch. It's where I sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And she literally saged above me, and all of a sudden, choking. I jumped up. I scared the shit out of my mom.
Yeah, I would have been scared
Like,
too.
I went from
You
laying
gotta
on my
keep
back.
in mind.
Like dead asleep
Yeah.
to like wide awake.
Yeah.
You gotta keep in mind though, his mom is a very tiny woman. Like she's only what, 5'4"?
She's not even 5 foot.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, she is a
her
tiny
license
woman.
says 5'1",
Uh-huh.
but she's shorter than that.
Oh, you gave that poor
So-
woman a heart attack.
Mind you, I sat up, and I'm literally almost eye level with my mother.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. She's tiny.
How big is this couch?
It's about this size.
That's hilarious.
My mom,
Okay.
if my mom was standing in front of me, she'd be like right here.
I would have fucking fell backwards. Like, what are you doing?
But she was
Just
singing.
fucking, I just
She-
picture you sitting
and
up like, meh.
Oh no, it wasn't slow. It wasn't slow. All of a sudden, I woke up and I'm like,
Oh my god, I would have.
like I couldn't breathe, and my mom's freaking. She grabs me, like didn't skip a beat. Like she went from saging to put that down, grabs me, puts me outside, and starts saging the shit out of me.
Take that shit outside.
I love it. That's such a mom thing to do. Take it outside.
And she's like, "Get up, come on, let's go." like she knew exactly what happened.
Really?
She's
Okay, I guess that
well,
Because she's saging already.
well, she has her own store, but she does one of like the services that she does is house cleansings.
Oh.
And so like I'm sure she's seen a handful of things in her day.
I actually did a house cleansing with my mom.
Before we
Oh.
get there though, we're gonna wrap this episode up. Come back for part 2.
Oh, that's so sad.
Come back for part 2. We'll probably be wearing the same clothes. Probably.
Okay.
The pretty Patty. Anyway.
I gotta show you this.
Okay.
Because you keep doing
Hold on. It had peas, okay?
Oh my
We're gonna wrap it up. Come back
Hold on, he's
for
gonna show us a video
part-
quick.
2.
Oh, this we can.
Okay, come back for part 2. Remember to follow us on all our socials.
We gotta do the finger guns.
Finger guns. You're not doing the finger guns.
Ricky,
The
finger,
finger
gun.
guns. The finger gun. Hey! Anyway, make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff. We
You know
will
what to
see
do.
You next time.
Later.